Between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 35. That's some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. First carry now for David Montgomery. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The Bears had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
A quick throw caught by Evans out wide. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he's got room. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On 1st and 10, Wagner. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. They run the counter with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Wagner.
Gets into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 33.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields. That's complete to Mooney.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings.
Now Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls, because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here, because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Down to about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Wagner, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 30. 10. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake. Wagner. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Wagner. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Wagner. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2nd time in this game, Charles. The ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Now it's Fields.
Oh, he's thinking end zone for Evans. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked up by Harrison Smith.
And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they've been seeking.
They'll run with Cook. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They try again with Cook. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Five yards remain on second down. To throw is Fields.
This is caught by Evans. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Off play action. Wagner. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. On first down, Fields.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Wagner. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
And Oliver had time to want to get in there and bring him down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose.
And the Vikings pick up the football. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. A final shot before the break. Fields.
He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to throw. Wagner.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Rolling to his right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
And a nice call and really good execution there because they gave him a little bit of a different launch angle perhaps, you know. You don't want to have the quarterback dropping back 5 to 7 steps on every play and have the defense zero in on it. There you hope that you get your defense going one way. They sent him the other, and they picked up nice yardage with that completion.
Officially nothing on that last 2nd and 10. Off play action, Fields. And he rifles one incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Evans, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
You think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving him, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
To throw on 2nd down, Wagner. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wagner. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Looking to throw. Wagner. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw on 2nd down, Wagner. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Wagner. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Cook. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. This one swung out to Montgomery. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Airing this one out for Evans. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. That ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's...
Oh, no, he lost the football.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Back to throw. Wagner. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. They'll try the middle with Cook. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay tick.
Looking to throw on second down. Wagner.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
The kick is good.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Bears 14. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to...
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Justin Jefferson.
His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Vikings tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
35. Bears 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motive.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 123 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
On second down, it's Cook again.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
A gain of 7. First down, Vikings.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, it's again to Cook. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Tackle made at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime.